Hi, guys, and welcome to My Life as a Spiritualist, Part 2, Why I Left the Movement. If you watched Part 1, I explained how I was drawn into it by the similarity of it to my traditional Christian upbringing, and that it had hymns and a sermon and a collection. And even at the end, we had something I really, really enjoyed, which was we all went around in a circle. We all made a big circle and sang a final little song, which I thought was really good for community. And also, this movement was very undemanding. Didn't say word one about sin, word one about redemption, about whatever could be waiting for us on the other side. Actually, the whole point of the movement seemed to be stressing communication with the so-called dead, in that we do not leave, we stay, and we're available to whoever needs to talk to us. I have a little note here. Now, let me tell you that right off the bat, the Bible prohibits this sort of thing, any sort of spiritism and communication with the dead. So that immediately contradicted everything that my upbringing had taught me. And second was part of the service where people, members of the congregation, were readers and could see certain spirits around people. You had to be asked permission. They'd say, "May I come to you?" Like, say someone would stand at the front of the room and they'd look over the congregation and they'd see something or someone or whatever they would feel compelled to speak about. They had to ask your permission for this. And this is a classic thing. You know how in all the vampire stories and in the ghost stories and possession, you have to invite whatever comes to you. So who knows what was coming to these people? And also I have my notes here, so that's a little distracting. Also, the pastor would sometimes say bizarre things. He would say things like, "Today I feel the spirit of Abraham Lincoln and George Washington here." And I'm like, wow, if there are spirits, they really are pulling a prank on him. But the important thing I'm stressing here is demons can imitate the dead. Demons are tricksters. Evil spirits are deceivers. And what better way to deceive you than to pretend to be somebody you want to hear from? So I just heard this recently, and it makes perfect sense to me, because the couple of times I got things, they weren't particularly. Once the pastor actually saw a spirit pouring a glass of wine out to me. And then another time, a spirit said some other advice, which I thought was coming from my cousin Bob, because he mentioned somebody who had been diagnosed with kidney disease. But these things are all vague, and I don't know if this is because the demons didn't know what to say to me, or that I wasn't going to fall for it. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I gave up the spiritualist movement, because I've come to believe that these are not spirits of loved ones that are coming to you. Why would they come to you? I personally think that once you're dead, and there's no reason to contact the living. I think that I have a great quote here, that it's a supernatural kind of codependence. Once a person is gone from the earth, they should be doing whatever they're going to be doing. They have no business advising us. Now, I'm not saying that you can't talk to somebody who's gone. I've done it myself. I've mentioned stuff to my father, for example. Does he hear me? I don't know. Would he answer me? I would hope not. So I think that the idea of having the dead come back and advise you, it's really not doing either of you any good. It's not doing the person on earth any good. They're not developing self-reliance. And why would someone who is in the other life want to bother? It's like visiting a person in jail. You know, at some point we'll get out of this earth sentence and we'll be with them. I have another topic coming up. I think it's going to be how I really have come to despise paranormal investigators. So that might be coming up like right after this. So that's it. That's where I was with spirituality. Yeah, maybe they were spiritualists, but I don't know if they were the right kind. So talk to you soon.